Hey, it's me. Oh wow, that's a terrible angle. Still a terrible angle, but hi, it's me, Ricky, aka Tariq, aka that fag of the internet. So, excuse me. I wanted to talk a little bit about my music tastes because obviously the world wants to know what I like to listen to. Originally, the idea for this video was to be me just talking about Ed Sheeran specifically, but Ed Sheeran. I used to really love Ed Sheeran's music. Like, I used to be kind of obsessed, and that's kind of how all my music tastes go. Like, I find somebody new, and then I just obsessively listen to their discography. And that's what I used to do for Ed Sheeran. I love the album X and Plus. And for whatever fucking reason, there's only the Wembley version on Apple Music. I don't understand why. Because it's basically the album, and then it's also like a deluxe version, but then there's no. Anyway, people who listen to Ed Sheeran are like in the same vein as people who like to listen to Eminem. Let me say actively, because it's one thing to appreciate someone's artistry, and it's another thing to actively listen to someone. And if you actively listen to people like Eminem, I'm sorry, but like there's not even like wrong necessarily, but there's something going on in your brain. That's what I get for talking shit about people. But same thing goes with like Billie Eilish and Paramore and all that. I love Paramore. I love me some Paramore. And I really appreciate Billie Eilish. But I can only really listen to them when I'm in a certain mood. I don't listen to Eminem. I know I mentioned Eminem, but that was just... I can only listen to them when I'm in a certain mood. And that mood is usually just sad. Or like angsty. Like when there's just blood pumping to certain parts of my body. Wait. And then like, you know, when I was making the notes for this video, I was thinking about like how it's interesting, to me at least, how relationships work in regards to the music industry. Because at the end of the day, which is something I feel like people like to forget, artists, people who make music are still people. And people sometimes get along, sometimes they don't. And that's how it works. And with certain relationships, it's just kind of comical to me. Like, let's take Beyonce, Nicki Minaj, and Mariah Carey, and take two. Beyonce and Nicki Minaj. Beyonce and Nicki Minaj are relatively good friends. There was an era for both of them where they like collabed, and like both of them have a feature on each other's album. They did a music video, and it was like this whole thing. But also, apparently, Nicki Minaj, Beyonce and Mariah Carey are like really good friends. Like Beyonce only follows like I think 7 people on Instagram, and one of those people is Mariah Carey, or no, Twitter, whatever. And one of those people is Mariah Carey, and they're like really good friends. Like their kids hang out and stuff. But Mariah Carey and Nicki Minaj do not fucks with each other. They actively do not like each other, and I just think it's interesting because of like, you know, like in general those kinds of relationships are interesting because it's like one of these people gets along with both of you, but then you guys can't get along. And then it's like the same thing. Also, Nicki Minaj just apparently has an issue with other people in the industry. It's just like a thing, she can't get along with people. But beside the fact, Nicki Minaj, Miley Cyrus, and Ariana Grande. Apparently now, Ariana Grande and Nicki Minaj are like really good friends, but Miley Cyrus and Ariana Grande are also really good friends. But Nicki Minaj and Miley Cyrus don't really fuck with each other. Well, Nicki Minaj doesn't fuck with Miley Cyrus. Miley Cyrus actively likes Nicki Minaj, but Nicki Minaj doesn't reciprocate that. And I just find it kind of funny. Speaking of, also, I kind of skipped over, but speaking of Beyonce, honestly, I feel like she's kind of overrated. Like, don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. She is talented. She is beyond talented in the realm of music. Like, that is objective. That's just, you know? But Beyonce is overrated in the slightest, in the sense that, like, if you go and listen to her discography, it's for a certain type of person. Like, I feel like there's something for everyone possibly in her discography somewhere. Like, the album 4, without a doubt, that is my favorite Beyonce album. Nothing compares. And for the reasons that I have for that, that is my reason. Those are my reasons. But like, in general, if you like, I don't know, like, it's just like, ugh. Like, I hate to be this person because I love Beyonce's music. I don't hate it, but I definitely feel like it's tied too strongly to one genre, which is R&B, which isn't a bad thing, but it's also like, for her to be a queen, it's like she's not even that versatile. Like, the most that she's stepped out of her genre was for 4, where she did like all the rock elements, and then for Lemonade. And hey, it's me, the editor. So I'm editing, obviously, as I do, and I hear myself say this part about Beyonce's artistry, and I have to go listen to the self-titled album just to make sure I'm not saying something that isn't true. And I was correct. Like, she doesn't really experiment necessarily outside of like the album 4 and Lemonade, where she does like country and rock stuff. And I noticed something on Apple Music, at least, because I don't use the premium version of Spotify. When I wasn't using the subscription for Apple Music, I was using the free version of Spotify. But on Apple Music, they have a thing where they incorrectly label people in their genre, and I noticed that they label Beyonce as a pop artist, and that upsets me because, like, throughout her whole discography it says pop, and I have listened to Beyonce's music. I'm not like some schmuck, and she does R&B. And yeah, I guess you could say that her music is kind of mainstream, but like, she hasn't even been on the radio since 4 and the self-titled album. And I think Drunken Love was on the radio, but like, I'm gonna just say 4 and the self-titled album were the last times she was on the radio prominently. What the flippin' fuck was that? Why does my hair feel like this? Oh my god, this heat is killing me. But beside that, yeah, she only really experimented on those 2 albums, and like, I don't know, I feel like I have to keep saying this also. Beyonce is not a bad artist. Like, when I say she's overrated, I just mean she's overhyped. Like, she doesn't even write all her music. She doesn't write a majority of her music. And people act as if she wrote Lemonade, which she doesn't. Like, I'm gonna say this again when we cut back to the video, but she didn't write fucking Lemonade. It fucking pisses me off that people contribute that to her writing skills, because it's not. And like, I don't fucking know who exactly did, because like, it was a writing camp or whatever. But like, it's just, it seems disrespectful. Like, yeah, her artistry is amazing. Her mind, like, as an artist is awesome, but she's not a songwriter. Like, yeah, she might have written, y'all, I'm so mad I'm slurring my words. She might have written a couple songs in her discography, sure. But like, most of her notable hits are not written by her, and it pisses me off that people like to attribute that to her. Like, no. Like, Irreplaceable was written by Neo. Anyway, thank you for watching if you got this far. And we're gonna go back into this fucking video and yeah, stay beautiful. I don't know, like, Lemonade didn't even do it for me. Like, when it finally got released on Apple Music, I listened to it. Like, not that I hadn't listened to it before, but I listened to it, and I was just disappointed. I was just like, what? Is this what all the hype was about? Like, I know for a fact that the only reason all that hype was a thing was because it was Beyonce. And to this day, to this fucking day, people are still saying things like, oh, well, she, like, basically saying things like as if she had wrote the album. But she didn't write the fucking album. She did not write that album. She had not ghostwriter, she had a writing camp. And people even came forward and talked about their experience working with Beyonce and, like, writing for Beyonce and shit. And this isn't a new thing. Like, she had people writing for her before this. Before Lemonade, she had ghostwriters and writing camps. And it should be common knowledge that she is basically just, I don't want to say a pop star, but she's a pop star. That's what she is. She exists for the most part to be enjoyed by the masses. And that's cool, I guess. Like, most of the people that I listen to are like that. But Hey, it's me, the editor, again. I know I was just here. But there's so many things that I'm saying that kind of annoy me. But I guess you could say that, like, after Lemonade, well, like, during Lemonade, that era, like, when Formation dropped, you could more or less argue that she was moving away from the mainstream thing. But not even, because, like, Formation, yeah, it was, like, supposed to be political and, like, this thing for a certain demographic. But after that, and then the album came out, it was just, like, I don't know, how do I say this? Like, you could tell what her agenda was with this album, with this project, and I don't know. I don't know. But that's not why I originally wanted to make this edit. That joint album that she did with Beyonce, that joint album that she did with herself, no. The joint album that she did with Jay-Z, that shit is fire. And if you haven't listened to that, go fucking listen to that right the fuck now. Like, that is my one recommendation for this video. I don't know why I can't. I just started vaping a couple minutes ago, and now my brain is, like, scattered. But go listen to that. Tell me your thoughts in the comments. We'll kiki about it. We'll you know. But yeah. Back to the video. Thanks for watching. Stay beautiful. And I guess speaking of people like that, Ariana Grande. Ooh, I love her. Hey, oh my god, once again, it's me, the editor. Honestly, I'm getting kind of annoyed at myself as the person who's, like, continuously watching this over and over again. It's getting annoying how many times I'm inserting myself. But anyway, Ariana Grande, I don't know why I didn't mention this, but Boyfriend, I don't know how I feel about it. Like, I don't dislike it. I don't actively dislike it, but it just rubs me the wrong way. Like, and people are saying that it sounds like R&Biana, whatever. Like, I heard one of my favorite music YouTubers say that. People are saying that it sounds like older Ariana, and I don't understand where that sentiment is even coming from, because it really doesn't. Like, it sounds like her newer self. Like, it sounds like Thank You Next, and it sounds like Thank You Next and Sweetener, honestly. And I liked Thank You Next. I enjoyed Sweetener, but Boyfriend, I don't, like, it just, something about it just rubs me the wrong way, and I can't put my finger on it. And, like, you can enjoy it if you want, you can like whatever you want, that's cool, but as a person who enjoys music and enjoys Ariana Grande's music, I find it necessary to discern what is good and what is bad, at least in my own opinion, you know. And to me, this isn't good. Like, I don't want to say it's bad, but it's not good. I don't really care for it. And I'm really hoping that the next album she drops, if she drops another album soon, that this is not a part of it. I hope it's just like a throwaway thing that she wanted to do. Like, because it is on Social House's EP. I haven't listened to the EP, but it is on their EP that just dropped. And, like, speaking of new, like, because their EP just dropped today, there's a lot of new music that I want to talk about, and I plan on doing that in the next video of this, like when I do this again. So, yeah. Thanks again for watching. Appreciate you, and stay fucking beautiful. I've called myself a stan for the longest time, but I don't think I'm a stan because I don't actively, like, I don't tweet things about her, actively. Occasionally I'll be like, oh my god, blah, blah, blah. But I don't actively go around being like, oh my god, this bitch is fire, and blah, blah, blah. No, that's not me. I don't have the time, I don't have the energy, I don't really care that much. I just listen to her music. I don't even buy merch. Like, if I had some more money in the bank, I would probably buy some merch. But I don't buy merch either. So, like, I can't even say I'm a supporter. I just like her music. Like, I love her music. Let me correct myself. Miley Cyrus also, because I'm about to go into a rant about vocals. Because I love me an artist with some good-ass vocals. And that's why I love Ariana Grande so much, because her vocals, oh my boy, oh my, and then the production, oh my god. But Miley Cyrus, she is slept on. Like, she has some really good vocals. Like, if you listen to her live, maybe not the era that she's currently in, which is, she's coming, maybe not that era. I've listened to some of it. Hey, it's me, the editor. So, I said I listened to some of it, and I didn't phrase my words correctly. I was talking about how I listened to some of her live for this album, or this EP or whatever, but I have listened to all of She's Coming. I don't remember if I got through all of the song that I was referencing the most. Like, the song title is The Most. I don't remember if I got all the way through it, but I know that she did go all out on the track vocally. And it just sounds like it should have been on Younger Now, which is a lit-ass album. But anyway, thanks for watching if you got this far. I appreciate you, and so beautiful. And it's just, like, the things that she does with her voice, it's still good. It sounds sonically okay. But it's not as, like, vocally pure, one would say. I swear I didn't want to make this, like, a mukbang or whatever. I was just hungry, and I wanted to film before anybody got home, so here we are. Miley Cyrus is that bitch, vocally. And it upsets me because people sleep on her. Who else was I talking about? Nicki Minaj. Oh my god. I wanted to talk about Cardi B. Like, I know it's, like, everyone's favorite thing to compare the two, and I fucking hate it, but I also understand it because it's, like, but at the same time, me personally, I'm just like, both of these bitches are fucking immature and need to grow the fuck up. Like, their music goes off, sure, whatever, but the brand, the personas that they give off, it's just, ugh. I could really do without it. And I know that's not saying anything. Like, I'm not their manager. I don't control them. But it just doesn't do it for me. I'm just not here for it. Because, like, Nicki Minaj, lately at least, has been trying to come off as, like, this intellectual beast. Like, this don't fuck with mother sort of vibe. And it's just annoying because at the same time, she says the most problematic shit. Let's not say the most problematic shit, but she says things where I'm just like, I gotta tilt my head and be like, sis, what? Like, recently I watched an interview. She looked gorgeous in this video, by the way. I watched this interview of her talking about, it was weird, because I don't keep up with Nicki Minaj, so I was kind of confused at first, but I guess she was talking about her first relationship and how she had an affair with her current relationship. I think they're married now. I don't really know the situation, Also, speaking of marriage, I'm gonna go back to Beyonce in a second. And it was like really weird though. It was like really iffy because she was just talking so nonchalantly about it. And yeah, she did kind of acknowledge, I guess, that it wasn't okay. But it was just like, what? Like, you'd have to go watch it. If I can like find it, I'll like maybe link it in the bio or whatever. But oh my god. Okay. Back to Beyonce. The whole her being overrated, and I know it's like ugly to compare women. Like people do it all the time, and I fucking hate it. I'm always like, can we just stop doing that? It's unnecessary, and it does nothing. But Beyonce and Rihanna, I honestly think that Rihanna is the more superior artist. For one aspect, because she has been single, like, and by single I mean not married, throughout her career. Beyonce, meanwhile, has been married since she was like 18, 19 years old. And I feel like marriage itself, being married, like, does something to your brand, per se. Like, because they both have a similar, like, let me phrase this correctly. Their brands are similar to, in a sense. Like, they're adjacent to each other. But Beyonce has been married, and like that has been a part of her. That has been a part of her artistry, or whatever. That's been a part of her who she is as an artist. But like I don't know. Like I also, speaking of Rihanna, I am working on a video. I basically did all the work for the video. I just have to record it. Maybe I'll record it right after this. I don't fucking know. And I did not. But basically, I listened to all of her discography and a couple of interviews and talk about her XYZ. And yeah, that's the thing. Because I really appreciate Rihanna. I don't think enough people do. Like, I think she used to be like #1 on Spotify or something. But I feel like she's not appreciated as much as she should be. Anyway, 10 hours later. But like I said previously, vocals, I think there's like a couple categories that I could put myself into as to why I like a certain artist or group. And it's vocals, production, and lyrical content. And I feel like you're saying like, well, that's all you could base something off of. And probably, but Sabrina Carpenter, fucking love her vocals, her voice, oof. Listening to her live, oof. Like whenever she's not performing any of her like super generic pop songs, her even then though, I'm just like, bitch, blow me away. Blow me away. I wanted to do a cover to one of her songs from the Evolution album, but at the same time I was just like, do I have the range for this? Do I even know the lyrics to do this? So I just gave up. And also, I wanted to do a video like back in the day, and by back in the day I mean probably like a couple months ago. I wanted to do a video industry plants, because I really like Billie Eilish, and I had watched a video on how she is possibly an industry plant, but then again, I'm not sure. It seems like she was put out to be an industry plant, but it's not really possible anymore because of who she is. Because apparently she is really vocal about the music industry and like what she's gone through and stuff like that. So it's not like she herself is really hiding anything. But in the video, at least, it made it kind of clear that she changed her story up a little bit. Maybe she just has bad memory. I can relate to that. We all can relate to bad memorization. Well, not all of us, I guess, but you know. You know who one girl I'm waiting for an album for? Madison fucking Beer. Like, how long has it been since she's been out? How long has it been since she's been making music? And We still have not gotten a full LP from her. Like we got an EP last year, and it was good, but I'm waiting for that album. Olivia O'Brien just came out with an album though. That shit was bitch. Like when I tell you that I was like binge listening to, not I don't want to say the whole album, but like Call Me, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. I was binge listening to that shit. Like it just goes off from the moment it turns on to the moment it goes off. Ooh, boppy sad mute. Like speaking of After Laughter, that shit. Ooh, not my favorite Paramore album. I'd say my favorite Paramore album is the self-titled. Honestly, like those interludes, bitch. Yes. Oof. Oof. Ooh. Heaven. I don't know the lyrics anymore. I don't know what just happened. I had a stroke. I don't know. Honestly, I think I'm done for today. I will probably be back with another one of these because I have a lot of music taste. Like, I literally listen to anything that sounds good. Like, I've listened to Kane Brown. I've listened to a couple songs. I don't want to say I've listened extensively, but I've listened to Kane Brown. Like, I literally, my genre expands. I don't know what this hand motion was, but I'm just saying. I listen to a lot of music. I don't discriminate necessarily. Falling in Reverse, I used to love them. I recently got back into them. I stopped listening on the album Just Like You. I listened to a couple songs. I wasn't a huge fan, but I love their older work. Bitch. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. I can't believe I was about to get off of this fucking video without Rico Nasty. Ooh. A friend recently put me on to Rico Nasty. If you're watching this, thank you, Ashley. Oh my god. Like I got so excited. Oh my god. This is also a really good friend. I love this friend. But Rico Nasty, bitch. I'm not really too. I thought the light turned out. I think the sun just faded a little bit, and it freaked me out because I closed my eyes, and when I opened them, it was a little dimmer than before. Anyway, Rico Nasty. I don't really understand the relationship between her and Kenny. I don't know if they're like just really good friends or like dating or what, but they're awesome. That concludes our video. If you liked listening to me rant about literally nothing for however long, I don't know, like, comment down below your favorite album of the month or whatever. I don't know, because I cycle through artists, not even just albums. I cycle through artists. Like, at one time, I'll be listening to, like, Ariana Grande for, like, a week, and I'll listen to Billie Eilish for a day because I'm, like, super sad and angsty. So, like, yeah. If you enjoyed this, hit me with your favorite album. Whatever your favorite album currently is, send it to me, and I'll listen to that shit. I'll tell you my thoughts. I'll send you an album. We can soiree. We can fucking kiki. Like, bitch, I love me some music. Okay, like I think that's what I'm gonna center my channel around, because so far I've just been making a bunch of crazy stuff like just everywhere. Also might delete the last video from it. Well, not deleting it, but I might make it private because I'm whatever. We're not dealing with the controversy yet. But yeah, thank you for watching if you got this far. And hopefully I'll see you next week. And yeah, bye. Thanks. Shit, I almost forgot. I just need you to do one more favor. Other than like sending your favorite album, just do me one thing. And honestly, it'll help you more than it'll help me. It's not a huge favor, but just come here. Are you listening? Are you listening? Stay beautiful.